Yeah, she's getting me there.
Um,
There's just one grade I need to fix, but you know, that'll be done by tomorrow.
yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And you've grown your social life a little bit.
Yeah.
Spending more time with family and friends.
Yeah. And you know, the more I've thought about it, it's like making friends and building social skills is, you know, a lot more important than it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Because having friends isn't just like for fun or to stand and laugh around with, because someone's like true friends can be like, they could be like, that one friend could be their future business partner,
Mm-hmm.
or just there for like to help with any like problems going on in life.
Sure.
So, and friends get things done faster, or like because a lot of we've all heard the, you know, like inspiring lone wolf stories before, where someone says, "I'll do it alone. Watch me, guys." But the people who are working in groups get it done much faster.
Sure.
Yeah. So I don't really think. I mean, some people can do it alone, but it depends on what it is they're trying to do.
Yeah.
And if
For
they're trying to live a big life, then I don't think doing it alone works well.
Yeah.
So
There's strength in numbers.
yeah, and there will be a time where I'll have to say goodbye to my friends after graduation. I don't know what one of them is doing. Maybe I'll still see them, but one of them like wants to go to a college that's out of state, so I won't be seeing them in person for who knows how long time. But you know,
Quite distracting, huh?
what is, all right, anyways, so because like building, because I do want to, you know, like build more social skills, even if it just means like, because I think a good way to start is like saying hi to people that I don't normally, like, you know, like someone that I don't regularly talk to, I could just say hi or ask them a question.
Mm-hmm.
And over time, we, you know, like people get closer.
Yeah.
Because, you know, my two friends that I have at school, like we're not gonna like see each other forever, and you know, I'm not gonna forget them, but like when I go to my next chapter in life, like, you know, if I move out of town and get a new job, you know, I have to be accustomed to like meeting the new people there and introducing myself and hopefully building friendships there. Because when, as people grow up, friends come and go.
Yeah.
But at least in proximity.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, goals. So I just, you know, gotta be okay with like, you know, saying hi to strangers.
Yeah.
Or like, but yeah, even just saying hi to someone I'll never see again and only for one time is a good way to practice.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All social skill practice is good practice.
It is. Yeah.
It's not easy to make friends, but you just have to be friendly often enough that people that are good enter into your life and that you can establish the friendships.
Yes. Of course.
Having a good old time over there. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Anyways, well, I mean, it seems like things are going pretty good. Is there anything in your life that is kind of distressing or troublesome?
Good question. I wouldn't say entirely. I'd probably like, I think the last like things I need to do currently is like keep on with consistency, you know, like, because life, you know, has gotten busy, like, you know, visits with family, school, going to the gym, studying, um, so like there will be times where I like skip the small stuff, like because I told myself I would write a list of things, because I've heard I've heard like that YouTuber I mentioned to you, the guy who owns businesses. He said that he wrote a not to do list where to if he wants to be successful, he has to make a list of things that he shouldn't do, even though it's most people think of like a to-do list, a not
things to accomplish.
Things you should not do that'll push you into a better direction. So I felt like maybe I should do that too. Like what should I not do to be in a better position?
Yeah. What'd you come up with?
So I came up with some of them were what were they? Thinking. To not. Okay, yeah. So when using social media, to not scroll more than 20 videos, if it's just the For You page, and to never have my phone on full brightness unless if I need to.
Yeah. Like you're outside or something.
Yeah, because full brightness can overstimulate the brain.
Sure.
So I've also, because I asked ChatGPT to add some more stuff because I was running out of ideas, and it said no ego lifting, and no grabbing, or don't eat junk food out of instant gratification temptations or something and I also put on my don't stay up past 11 on a weekday.
Yeah.
I need to put the list together, put it on a wall, and I'll remember.
Yeah.
I also put important upcoming dates, and I put today's today's meeting on there.
Yeah.
Instead of having because I don't really use a calendar anymore, I'll just use a list of important things coming up, my IEP meeting, counseling appointments, family visits, etc.
Yeah.
So that instead of having to flip through pages to find that one day, it's just there.
Yeah. Nice. How are you doing with the whole brother being away and mom stuff and all that?
I'm doing good. I still video call them. My sister's actually going to see him in person pretty soon.
Okay.
Because she is, because my Aunt Alexis, because I've talked to you about her, she, during the spring break, she and my Aunt Alexis are going to Arizona and seeing my mom and my grandpa.
Yeah.
I'm doing other stuff this spring break.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
What, did you have the option of going down spring break to visit, or?
Well, I don't think they have much room in the car for that.
Oh, okay, they're driving down.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I see. Do you want to visit?
At some point, probably maybe Christmas break, I'm thinking.
Okay, maybe winter break, yeah.
Yeah. Winter break. And because I call my grandmother almost every night. She lives in Jefferson, Oregon, and I think I have a 4-day weekend in May. It's the closest 4-day weekend coming up, so.
Yeah.
So I'll be visiting her. I wanted to visit with her this spring break, but the house that she lives at with her sister, which is my aunt, they're having carpets torn out of the floor and replaced with wood, and some remodeling in the kitchen. And it apparently that's going to take over a month. So I said, then why not May? Maybe May will work. It's only 4 days, and it's not as long as a spring break vacation, but
yeah,
but it works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least I'd still get to see her.
Nice, cool, very good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's nice that you're able to do the video chats. How often do you call?
I call about probably once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly you just chatting, or?
Well, we talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about.
Because he's what, about 5 or 6?
6.
6, yeah. Okay. Probably likes to show you everything he's doing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Cool. So you've been talking to your mom too?
Yes, I've
Jeez.
yeah, I've been talking to my mom, and she works at a school now.
Oh.
I think she's an assistant for the teacher.
Mm. Nice.
Yeah.
Did you also talk?
I did a while ago. We just said hi because I saw him in the video, and we said hi to each other. It was quick, but at least I got to see him.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Been spending any time with, is it your aunt and uncle that had with us?
Yes. I actually saw him yesterday.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, my Uncle Nate came in to the house because he had some root beer for me to try.
Mm. Okay. Some special root beer?
Yeah, it was like a soft root beer.
Mm.
Soft and sweet.
Mm. Gotcha.
But yeah.
Well, what have you been spending your time doing outside of school?
Going to the gym.
Mm-hmm. How's that going?
Good. I need to start lifting heavier.
Mm.
Because that's where real growth happens.
Well, depends on what you're doing. If you're trying to get bigger or you're trying to get stronger. Stronger is usually more reps.
Well, I want to look bigger.
Yeah.
And look better. Because there will be some people who say that that looks don't really matter that much. It's all about what's inside. And I'd say it's probably about both, because people judge on both. People, because
of course,
because the halo effect, or pretty privilege as they call it, is absolutely a real thing.
Oh yeah.
Because people who who are considered good looking, good skin, nice hair, all that stuff, and probably body too, people not only they not only judge based on that, they also judge while they decide an opportunity for you, like a boss hiring or something, because two people could have the same the same type of history.
Yeah.
Let's say one is short, bald, and has skin tags, while the taller one has muscles and a jawline. And they both went to Harvard, and they both passed every test. And statistically, I'd say the jawline man might get hired more likely if they both try to apply for that one position. Now I'm not saying it's a fair thing, but it is psychologically how how humans judge.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say like myself, I look decent. I'd say, I'd say I'm in the middle, but I have room to improve. Because I'm tall and I can grow a beard someday.
Is that a sign of success, growing a beard?
Maybe.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I mean, it definitely looks do matter, but I would say that it's important to focus on the whole self and not just looks, because some people do that.
I know.
But at the same point, it's growing your inner self is just as hard as doing the outer self. But being in shape and eating healthy, you can't change genetics, so just being as fit as you can be is gonna be important.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, being a young man that you are, strength is useful in different hobbies, sports, jobs. So definitely worth working out. I do caution you, try though to not work out to lift things too heavy, because that can destroy joints and muscles and stuff too. So you just have to be able to, don't overdo it.
I know. Because I could definitely lift heavier, but then, it gets to a point where it's like, where it's too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, it sounds like life's going pretty good. Sounds like there's not a whole lot of stressors in life. Sounds like you've got some pretty good plans. I like the don't do list. I never even thought of that. That's kind of a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm also making a list of like daily must trains, where basically what that is like, I think every single day I should train my arms at least, because arms are the most visibly strong muscles, like biceps, triceps, arms, and push-ups as well, and because what it means is like I must train these muscles every day.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I should do all ranges, like one day I do biceps, next day triceps, next day forearms, next day shoulder.
Yeah, it's nice to be in shape.
Yeah.
You do any cardio?
Not really.
Probably do some cardio. It'll help you build more muscle.
Okay.
The more oxygen you get to your muscles, the more muscle you can build. The only way to improve oxygen is to be better at cardio.
Okay.
It actually helps you grow muscles faster. People often forget that your muscles need oxygen. It's their primary fuel source.
Yeah.
So the more cardio you do, even if it's just elliptical or bicycle or a little bit of jogging or running or some other kind of fun exercises like the rowing machine or whatever, it's cardio is important.
Okay. Yeah. So I could probably just do the treadmill.
Sure. Yeah. Even just 10 minutes or so is enough. But if you don't do it, then you won't build as much muscle as fast.
Okay. Yeah.
Any things coming up in the near future? You said you got a 3-day weekend coming up in May. Any other plans?
4-day weekend, but
4-day, yeah.
Well, that's yet for me to find out, because so far I've got spring break, test, IEP meeting, driver's education classes, and coming up in April, I think.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's exciting. Super exciting.
Yeah.
Have you been doing any drive practice?
Not in a while.
Not really.
But I think I will this week.
Why not?
I will.
No, but why haven't you been?
Oh, I guess I haven't really been asking, or I guess just waiting for a right moment. But I guess I should just do it as soon as I can, because I've also learned something in life is don't overanalyze on something before
just go for it.
Yeah, just go for it.
Yeah.
Because
learn as you go.
Yeah.
You can't figure out what you even need to know until you start doing
Right.
them.
Because that would be like a guy who never lifted a weight in his life studying football to, you know, like be mentally prepared for his first day. So he turns learning how football works into a spreadsheet and like presentations on the wall. Like,
Certainly wouldn't make you good at playing football.
right. I mean, like, he might know, but
Yeah.
but it's not just about knowledge, it's about reaction time, strength.
Application of behavior is just as important in learning as knowledge. I
Right.
can tell you how to hammer a nail, but until you swing the hammer, you're not going to be good at hammering the nail. It's just the way
Right.
it goes.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to do both. It's important to grow your mind, but also get as many experiences in life as you possibly can. Seems like you're doing that though. I mean, you've done a lot of stuff in the last year and a half since I've known you. You've definitely been pushing yourself to grow and be better. So.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because, you know, I'm like working with speed, consistency, and like ways to improve.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I want to improve IQ, strength, social skills, and other metrics. Maybe like running speed or something. Because, you know, I not only want to get stronger, I also want to like look stronger as well.
Yeah.
Because like big muscles, bodybuilder.
Maybe somewhere in the middle. I don't know that you need to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, can't say his name, in his prime, but somewhere.
At least not without taking steroids, because I believe he did. Probably
Most people take
he's
things.
I think he's admitted to. I mean, they were not banned during his time, but anyways.
Well, again, seems like everything is going quite well. I'd just say keep it up, keep doing what you do, and keep trying to push forward in life and accomplish as many of those goals as you can. Are you still planning on getting a summer job with, I can't think of the lumber company, what is it, Pearl Lumber?
Copeland Lumber.
Copeland?
Yes, I do plan on it.
Okay, nice. Nice. You're good to make some money, have a nice job.
Yeah.
Because you're a junior, right?
Yes.
So you got one more year of school. You excited for your senior year?
Well, it's something I look forward to, but it's also like, because right now my mindset with school is get it done, get it over with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people will walk out of, I mean, you know, like, I don't think a lot of people wake up in the morning and say, I love school, and then go. I mean,
Some might, but probably not a lot.
Not a lot. I mean, not a lot today. But, you know, I find it productive. It keeps me busy, and it trains me to, you know, it's trained me to, you know, stay consistent, don't fall behind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, because I don't need a math tutor anymore, because you've seen like all the AI models, right?
Yeah.
Or like, because like ChatGPT, Claude, Microsoft Copilot, Gemini, Perplexity. I use Copilot as a math tutor. Yeah, so it educates me, and I understand it really well, because
Nice.
like I've been learning trigonometry recently, so, and I've basically mastered the basics of it,
Nice.
and I learned 3 days early before the teacher even started, you know, like introducing us to it.
Yeah.
And I guess that would, you know, I really had a long time to learn, and I did, and I can basically do any problem in like that the practice gives us.
Yeah.
Which is safe to say I'm ready for tomorrow's test.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
I mean, using tools that you have available to you to learn is a wonderful thing to do.
Yeah. Have you ever used AI before?
I use Copilot a lot,
Nice.
mostly with writing.
Yeah. I use I bounce between AI apps whenever, like, because sometimes I'll use Chat GPT, but then it'll hit me with that, to continue this conversation, wait until 3 a.m. And so but Copilot doesn't have those limits on like conversations.
Yeah.
And I've also, like been looking into like what the future of AI could look.
Yeah.
Because, people used to laugh at the thought of self-driving cars. And now we see one every day. At least once. Or,
Yeah.
a lot more than we would ever think we would. Now, I think the next step will be flying cars.
I mean, flying cars are planes, but I see what you're saying is, yeah.
And they exist.
I'm sure they do, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it will not be that long until there's some form of transportation that is not entirely on the road.
Right. And because like over 100 years ago, when the first car was made and was ready to drive, it didn't go from car is built day one to day two, everybody in the world has one.
Yeah.
Of course it didn't. But the rich people bought the cars as soon as they came out. And then, now people who are not rich have cars.
Yeah.
I think the same thing could happen with flying cars. It'll take decades though, because it took decades for everyone to get a hold of a road vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're not wrong. You're probably right. In a period of time, probably in your lifetime, there will be forms of transportation that are not utilized today.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and there's also like the humanoid robots which, I mean, I guess humanoid robots are okay, but I don't think we need a robot that does everything.
yeah.
Because instead of having a robot that works at a warehouse and we call it a do everything robot at the warehouse, like stack boxes, drive the car to the destination. We could just have like multiple robots designed for one specific task at a workplace or a home, like instead of a do everything robot, like a dish robot, and then the fridge opens itself, etc. But yeah, I think maybe there will be a humanoid robot in the back of my flying car when I'm 50.
Okay. Makes sense. Why not? Maybe not 50. I don't know. Who knows? No, it's fun to think about the future kind of stuff like that. And honestly, innovation is going to continue to happen.
Right.
It just will.
Yeah.
It's amazing how much growth has occurred in the last, I would say, 10 years, especially in technology.
Right.
There's always lulls in technology, though. I mean, right now we're in this huge AI growth, but then it'll plateau for a bit, and then they'll create the next thing, then it'll plateau for a bit, and then they'll create the next thing. I mean, AI is the internet. It's Internet 2.0.
Basically.
It's not anything special. It's just more advanced than the internet has ever been before.
Yeah.
It's super useful if you use it as a tool, and it can be useless if you don't really use it as a tool.
Right. And everyone's gonna, there will be, some people who are against it and say, I'll never learn AI, I'll never use it.
There were people that were against the internet.
Right. And there were people who were against toasters, because they were saying, those lazy people.
Microwaves, toasters,
Yeah, those
telephones.
Yeah, those lazy people don't understand fire and bread.
Yeah.
It's just like, AI is basically a calculator for everything. You know, like a math calculator is a calculator for math.
Yeah.
But, you know, like ChatGPT is a calculator for history,
Yeah.
science.
Yeah. You're right. I would agree with you. Yeah, it is a tool. It is a tool like a calculator would be a tool.
Right.
Hopefully it will get better and it will be more useful and people will be more on board with it, which doesn't matter to me if they're not on board with it because it's growing no matter what. It's going to happen. It's the
Right.
way that the internet was going to happen.
Yeah.
Some things get replaced, you know, but probably because they needed to anyways. Once we figured out how to, I don't know, have the wheel, we were able to be better at getting to places we need to go.
Yeah. You know, cars replaced walking. Calculators replaced mental math.
Planes gave us better distance.
Yeah. Planes, but, you know, and I guess I would agree that, you know, a flying car is basically just, why not have a helicopter? I guess it's part of the, like, just the cool imaginative part where
Sure.
like where but maybe because there have been like concepts of like flying cars I've seen with plane wings attached to them, but like I don't think a flying car could work as a
Well, but I mean, the Jetsons cartoon
I know because
came out in like the 60s before we had any type of hovercraft
right.
or anything like that.
Yeah, because you know, like a helicopter takes off like this and goes places, but a plane needs to accelerate for speed, then it takes off.
Mm-hmm. But once a car gets moving, let's say it is a car and let's say it gets moving, it might as well become a plane because it's the most efficient way of propelling something forward.
Right. And I think, you know, flying cars could be a good thing for speed and transportation because you know, there'll be like no traffic on the ground. You won't have to stop in front of a building or because you'll be in the sky.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure because, you know, like the US government, when cars started becoming a thing and they started becoming normal, the US government didn't look at cars and say, let them drive wherever they want. They said, we need to build roads, lanes, stop signs. Like, we need to regulate this right now. They'll do the same thing with flying cars.
Sure. They'll probably just fly over the existing roads, to be honest.
Right.
Anyways, as exciting as this conversation is, any thoughts, questions, concerns about being transferred to a new clinician?
About what?
Being transferred to a new clinician?
What is
therapist?
Oh yes. I believe, well, I mean, like, I think it'll be fine.
Cool. All right.
But you know, I guess, you know, it's a good way to practice, like, you know, introducing myself to new people.
To new people, yeah.
To new people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
perfect.
because you know, because life doesn't stay the same forever.
No, it does not.
And that's why it's important to adapt.
Yeah.
Now, and I, like, would this be our last meeting or do we have a couple more?
No, this is the last one.
Last one?
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's, you know, been a,
It's been a pleasure.
yeah, it's been a good time, you know, sitting with you.
Yeah,
Here.
I hope you've gotten something out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have gotten bits and pieces.
Yeah.
We've
you
had
know,
some
like-
lively conversations. We've been
Yeah.
practice socializing.
Right, yeah, you've gave me someone to talk to,
Yeah.
I'd say.
Probably expanded your knowledge of a few things in life, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah.
Give you some information that was useful, hopefully.
And if there's one thing I'd say, because a lot of people say AI will never take this job. I don't think so.
It'd be hard for it to replace the humanness of therapy,
Right.
but eventually, yeah.
I mean, I think people would have like a choice. Like they could just have an at-home therapist, or they could go to a real therapist.
No, I think so.
Because
Eventually everything gets replaced. Everything eventually goes extinct. Everything.
yeah,
I mean, that's just life. Or it evolves and maybe people still do these jobs, but they're just better at them, or maybe they're using AI instead of just doing it themselves. Maybe someday when there's a therapy, I'm sitting here, but I also have AI like chiming in.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because they say, because I'm sure it won't be like as soon as AI gets into the workforce, or I mean it kind of already is. It's going to be more humans working with robots instead of like being replaced.
Somebody always has to manage the system.
Right.
You can't just trust robots or machines to keep managing themselves. It's going to take a long time before it gets that far.
Right. I think that would be like ASI or something, artificial super intelligence, or
Yeah, or even artificial supervisory intelligence. I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, it has been a real pleasure working with you. I've enjoyed our conversations. It seems like you've grown a lot in the year and a half that I've been working with you. In a lot of ways, maturity, responsibility, lots of ways. So I'm happy to have been a part of your life for that period of time. And I hope, like you said, you take it as an opportunity to keep practicing social skills with somebody else and keep growing your mind in ways that they offer.
Right.
But all things have to come to an end, like we just said. All things eventually work themselves out. So
yeah.
I do wish you the best. I'm very curious. I will be curious about how the first time goes when you visit Lewis and your mother. So I hope it goes well. I hope it's a good experience and that you get to have some kind of more normal relationship, not just a over the phone, over the Skype, Zoom type relationship. But yeah, you're growing into an adult, so you're gonna have to kind of figure out how much relationship you want with any of your family here soon.
Right.
So, well, unless you have any other questions, I think probably a good time to wrap up. I'm gonna have to do about 20 minutes of paperwork just to transfer you, so. Any other questions, thoughts, concerns?
I mean, probably not off the top of my head.
Okay.
But
right. Well, it's been a real pleasure. I've enjoyed our time. So
yeah.
Wish you the best.